Angry guy here, and men don't care if society collapses. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Men don't care if society collapses. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Why do you think you're single at 29?
I think I just have too high of standards. I just have a really hard time feeling someone that I really click with and that I want to spend time with.
What would you say makes your standards so high?
I don't like men who fuck around, and I like a high quality man. It's really hard to find high quality men these days.
What does a high quality man look like to you?
A high quality man is someone who doesn't put their partying first, is really into their health, wellness, career, their overall happiness, well traveled. That's a high quality man.
How much does a high quality man make in Miami?
$350K plus.
So $250K, kind of mid tier.
Yeah, I would say so.
How much do you make annually?
$125.
Do you think that amount of money makes you a high quality woman, or does it play a factor at all?
Absolutely. I especially think in Miami, not a lot of women work, so I think that makes me an extremely high quality woman.
So this is pretty interesting because she does not acknowledge for even a moment that her money is her money and his money is her money, which is the reason why she wants a man that makes significantly more than her. A man that makes even twice as much as she does. She says she makes $125,000 a year. So if a man is making twice as much money as her, he is still mid. A man making $250,000 a year is still not good enough for her. The bare minimum is $350,000 a year. And so that means that she views a guy making $350,000 a year as just basic. Think about that carefully. The craziest thing is that these women are so deep into their masculine that they don't care what men want anymore. They don't even acknowledge the fact that, a woman who makes even $1 million a year doesn't mean anything to a man, because regardless of what she brings into the relationship, he's still going to have to end up paying for everything. He does not directly benefit from any of the money that she makes. Her money is her money, and his money is her money. And that's how it is. So he's always going to end up subsidizing her living. There's literally a video on YouTube where this guy, and I should have saved it, he basically reveals how much money he's making. He's making something like the interview asked him, how much money do you have in your bank account? And he goes, well, like $1,700. And his girlfriend, she's standing there, and the interviewer says to her, how much money do you have in your bank account? And this girl, without missing a beat, says something like $75,000. And the guy basically flips out, and he goes, wait a minute, you have $75,000 in your bank account, and you make me pay for everything? And she basically says, yeah, well, you're the man. That's what you're supposed to do. And he goes, 75,000? Where did you even get that from? And she goes, my father gave it to me. My dad gave it to me. Guys, this is so sick. This guy is there literally giving up everything he has. And this woman was there with all of this money, and he's a young guy, and she's making him pay for everything. This is how women feel about men. And he basically got just pissed off, and he walked off. And she basically cursed him out. And she's like, fine, just go. And I'm telling you, that's a passport bro right there. That's a passport bro right there. Women don't realize this is the end for them. They're like, I don't care. Guys, here's the thing. For those of you that think that, the government's going to institute these policies that are going to basically force men into either marry, or they're going to, just take the money away from men. If they do any of these things, men will just drop out of society. Men will stop working. Men will take their money out. Men will start bartering. Men will go live in the woods. Okay? Men have to do this willingly. Guys, if they make a man's life that difficult, they'll put you in jail. Guys, couple hots and a cot. Guys are happy. A man is happy. All right, a man will literally go to jail and be just fine in jail if life outside is so miserable. And guys, what is it? Two hots in a cot, three hots in a cot, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you have a place to sleep. You've got gym to where you can go and work out all day long in the gym. This guys, that's another thing. They'd have to take the gym away. They'd have to take the gym away. And here's the thing about prison. If they start doing this on a large scale, and they start putting millions of honest, hardworking men in prison, then it's going to change the prison culture because you're going to have a bunch of veterans in prison. And if you think that you're going to tell these veterans where they can and cannot sit or who they can and cannot hang out with, oh, that this guy can't go hang out with this black guy, this black veteran can't go hang out with his white veteran buddy because, this is we don't allow that here. It's gonna, guys, it would be absolute anarchy and chaos. The veterans would take the prison over, and the guards would literally stand there and do nothing because they know to show respect. If you start taking honest, hardworking men and put them in prison, it would change prison culture. These men would basically not tolerate the bad behavior of the prisoners. And these prisoners would be basically handled very, the guys who are supposed to be there, they'd be handled very, very quickly. They would be brought under control very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. And then men would just basically start enjoying themselves in prison. Literally, there would be a prison economy, but, there would be a lot more structure, respect, discipline. Men would be in prison working out, getting in shape, taking care of themselves. For another very interesting thing is that, technically you're not allowed to have things like certain kinds of magazines. Yes, guys, another economy would just develop. You'd have some dudes in there who can draw like anime and, ecchi, if you know what ecchi is, and like those guys, you would have some amazing prison artists in there, and they would start making these sketchbooks. And they would start selling these sketchbooks in the prison. And these guys, they would even take requests. They would have so much work. This is how the prison economy would work. These guys would have so much work. And guys would literally commission all kinds of things. And they would literally have their books. And when they need post-nut clarity, they would just pull out the book and they get their post-nut clarity. I'm just being absolutely real. Just being so real. And, guys would just basically in there, they'd read, have Bible study, enjoy themselves. Like this is the honest to goodness truth. And, for example, you have chefs in there that know how to make the stuff like prison gourmet. So you'd have the chefs in there. Again, if you start putting all these guys in prison that are good, hard, honest, decent men, it would change the culture. You'd have chefs and the guys who know how to cook and everything in there, and people would start putting in their orders. This is literally how it would work. You want pizza, you'd go, how much is this pizza? Okay, this and this and this, and of course it's prison pizza, but it's going to be decent. All right, you want to drink, they would have they'd have something set up in there. You want to smoke, guys, everything would be, men would be literally enjoying themselves in prison. They would enjoy themselves in prison so much. And think about it very carefully. Sure, you're not making a lot of money in prison, but you're making enough to survive and do well, and you don't have to put up with the constantly worrying about women, making your life miserable. You don't have to pay rent. Men wouldn't want to leave. Men would not want to leave. You get to go outside. Guys, you would literally, there would be so much structure. Guys would start saying, okay, so this section of the prison is going to be for this. This section of the prison is going to be for that. You gotta have guys literally out sunning and getting into the sun, talking about how good God is and thanking God for this wonderful day and how beautiful the prison is. And these are, and they're not gonna leave. This is not even prison. This is home. Oh my God. Oh my God. Home is where the heart is. And they start talking about brotherhood and all. Oh my guys. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. When you start doing it to every single man, destroying the lives of every single man, and making it so miserable that no one wants to work, no one wants to contribute to society. They would rather go to prison and stay in prison for the rest of their lives, and it'd be a plus because they're separated from women, so they don't have to deal with the constant harassment and the nagging. And, you know, again, you know, whether 2 or 3 hots in a cot, you know, make a little money for commissary, prison chefs in there. Life would be good. Life would be good. You know, people would start creating all kinds of games. You'd have your playing cards. You'd have a setup. You'd have casino. Ugh, my goodness, guys. My goodness. And there'd be all kinds of different things developing in there because these guys are brilliant. So, for example, you get cigarettes in prison. However, you know, somebody would figure out how to make them like flavored cigarettes. So they would, you know, make prison wine and then maybe, you know, start, you know, putting the cigarettes in the prison wine, soak them there, then let them dry, and they might rinse and repeat that once or twice, and then you get these really flavorful prison cigarettes. So now you have premium. Now you have premium prison cigarettes that everyone's just enjoying. I mean, like, you know, you want some wine, you get some wine. You want some really good cigarettes, you get some good cigarettes. I mean, guys, when you want to go to the bathroom, you have the bathroom. When you want to shower, you have the shower. You don't have to pay for any of these utilities. All right, go and hang out with your friends and relax. You know, I mean, come on, guys. When you look at modern day society, what it's become for men, you know, when prison is a better alternative, guys, they'll start putting men out. They would eventually have to start putting men out of these prisons. And you'd have a lot of dudes like, listen, I want to go back to prison. Literally, like, I want to go back to prison. No, Mr. So-and-so, we are not sending you to prison. What you're doing here is absolutely terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. Your Honor, I told you I don't want to go back into public. Now, if you're telling me that I'm going to have to go back into public, I'm going to commit a crime so I can go back. And I don't want to commit any crime, miss. I just want to go hang out with my friends. I won't go back in society. Why are you doing this to me for? Let me go back to jail with my friends who respect me, and I have a place to sleep and food to eat. I never asked for much. I asked to be born into this world. You allow these people who do horrible things to enjoy this life. What's going on? I paid my Mr. Mr. Smith. You can't. We're not arguing about this. All right, you're being released. Then I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna commit a crime. I'm gonna go right back. No, you are not. We're gonna put you in that. We will put you in an ankle bracelet. And guys, it's gonna be that hard. It's gonna be that bad. A lot of dudes fighting for prison. Because life in prison is so much better than having to deal with this crap. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Men don't care if society collapses. What do you guys think regarding this subject? I want to know your thoughts, so let's hear what you guys think in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.